Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Stasis. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today again for, well, we're kind of getting in the thick of it all. Last episode we saw who I believe was Samantha, one of the special projects. We also met, last episode we heard Dr. Mellon, I think it was his name, and he's the head of special projects, we're trying to find our wife or something through the use of our DNA. So that's what we put over there. We use the DNA scanner to put our DNA in there. We also have an iron lung over here that doesn't actually do much, and the only thing we do have is a high-speed neural drill that I'm gonna try and use on this pulmonary sort of thing.
I think that'll just break it.
That was the point. I don't know why this would be working at all, because when you look at it, something terrible looks back at you. Let's do that. Well,
my imagination's playing tricks on me.
It didn't. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's look at this PDA here. So this PDA is from Miriam Goldberg. Dr. Groom is up to no good. Dr. Groom is up to no good. This weird pod accidentally arrived at our medical bay. Yeah, that was Samantha. It holds the most terrifying creature I've ever seen in my entire life, and he says it's beautiful. He wants me to find excuses for why it isn't being transferred to Lab 18. Good thing the guy's there like me. I'll help him keep it a secret for now, although I might get his job if, what? Oh yeah, I might get his job if I could get him kicked off the Groom Lake. I'll keep an eye on what he's up to. Interesting, this thing is growing all sorts of body parts at ungodly rates. That's Samantha. The notes say it was just the tail and some flesh at some point, but yeah, that was the point. That's what we read. But I don't even see the tail anymore. What kind of fucked up experiments are we doing? Fuck, I'm locked out of the medical bay and Dr. Groom has locked himself in there with that thing. We need to help these injured people, insufferable prick. They want to use the specimen transport back to track to get the injured crew members to the medical wing. Even if the ship wasn't falling apart, that's a terrible idea. It's funny to see everyone frantically typing away on their PDAs. Who's gonna read it? The surface of whatever planet's gravitational pull the lifeless Groom Lake gets sucked into doesn't care about your damn feelings. Well, you're writing things as well, so I'm not really sure how that would complete things. Anyway, we got congealed blood running down this frosted glass wall.
Sure.
Fuck!
What the hell was that?
I don't know, man.
I only picked up a flash from the scanner. A crew member.
What?
I wasn't a crew member. I wasn't even a person.
Yeah, I thought that was Samantha.
It was an animal.
The upload finished. I'm going to start the scan now.
Yeah, you go ahead, Tia.
Tia, what's going on here?
I've heard things, but I don't know any specifics. You have to believe me.
Maybe it was one of those fucking things that ate Eerie.
I grow plants. I don't care for man's pets.
What?
Just let me know when the scan's finished.
Secondary containment is now accessible. Head through to the other tram station.
Well, thank you very much, Tia. We also read this PDA over here that is from Dr. Groom. He's the one that was, he's getting, oh, I'm getting sick of his, yeah. He's the one that wanted to keep that thing. Basically, that Samantha, which I don't think was what we found, because there was a crew member. Did he turn smile? Forgive us? God forgive us. A long landscape of screen, but he doesn't say what it says. It is God forgive us. Smile. Either that or that's a T. It could be smite. But that'd be something different. What is that? Oh, okay. Just the landscapes. Okay.
Warning. Serotonin levels are abnormal.
Serotonin? What's that for? What is serotonin? Why is there music? You hear that? Okay, there's some tram station. Tram station A. Okay. So that's we got over here entertainment block, and over here we have sleep block hall or F mess hall. Yeah. So and over there we got the tram station B. And we have a security panel. Okay, so let's look at this thing first. The constant flickering of its lights does not add to your confidence in this elevator. No, I didn't even notice that it was an elevator. It's probably a killinator. That's what it is. Let's see what we have here. This security panel entrance for... Yeah. Door locked due to atmosphere control override. Oh, what? That's cool. That's really cool, actually. But what can I do here? Nothing. Okay, can I say goodbye now? No? How can I... Oh, I pressed escape. That's right. I forgot. I pressed escape. We have monitors over here. The last time we checked monitors, one of them showed a skull. I suppose because of poison, contamination, or something. Because we read about that as well. The quartet of monitors face you with a blank stare. Can I? No, yeah, they're not turned on. Yeah, that's the song. So it's probably still going. And it's just
Scratch marks. Something was trying to get in.
the noise. Could it be the noise? I suppose it could be. Can I take... No, can I take that? No. Okay. So I think this is the way. Oh, lovely. Lovely. It's okay. Oh! Oh, boy. The sound work is phenomenal. It really is. I got my volume on my side way too loud. Just... Yeah. But still, that's on purpose. But what do we have over here? We got John. There's nothing else. We got 2 doors. And I'm thinking that I want to get it. We heard that before. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Let's go in here. Let's go in there first. Okay. What was the creaking thing? What is that? Sleeping what? Okay. What the hell's that? From somewhere under the floor grating, steam wafts constantly upwards, though it's more benign than the gas in the room. Organic growth. At the thickest sections of tangled growth, bulbous knots form a shape eerily close to that of a human body. As you listen, you can hear the rasp of labored breathing. That's not what I hear, is it? These artificial scenes of natural environments will soon be covered by the unnatural but very real growths entangling this room. Yeah, they will. Flaps of industrial grating have been pushed upwards from below, rumpled like a discarded memo. The guts of the level below lie exposed. So, is this like some sort of extension of some body, or is it like a mass of, it's like a coral of people? Is that even possible? I don't know. The sleeping cot has been wrenched away from the wall, either by the damage done to the floor or the power of the root growths themselves. There's no roots over here, so I suppose from somewhere under the... Yeah, I know that. Okay, what about this thing then? We got a PDA over here. That's important, isn't it? So, okay, I'm gonna write that down. That's important right there. So it says, I think it's clarity day or night. Clarity day or night, but that's not important, is it? But the 0... Oh, I know that I know I don't actually know this sequence. 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. That's always the previous plus the previous plus 1. So that'll be... So yeah, so that'll be 1 would be 0 plus 1, and 2 would be 1 plus 0 plus 1, and 3 would be 2 plus 1. No, that makes no sense. Could it be this one times 2 plus 1? Or this one times 2? No, it can't. Is that an order? Let's see. Tall and... I don't know. I don't know what that is, but we'll figure it out. If it needs to be figured out. Another long day. This is from Isabella Spalding. I don't know. I don't think we have heard of her. Another long day in hydroponics. This was in April, though, so it was a long time ago. I planted carrots today. This place seriously sucks, but I figure the longer I work for Kane Corporation, the sooner they'll be able to replace this defective uterus of mine. Harry is... this was in May, then. Harry is productive and not in a cute way. Protective. protective and not in a cute way. It makes me feel a little uncomfortable. His attempts to protect my honor, his words, whenever Grant even looks at me are unnervingly familiar, just like my ex-husband used to do. I'm not ready for another round of that bullshit. Well, just say no. Or punch him in the face, because usually that works. Half of the ship has been on lockdown for 2 long weeks. Apparently, this is still in May. Some new scientists boarded today, so maybe they'll be able to resolve the issue. But what do I know? I make vegetables reproduce for a living. In June, I have to admit Harry's wall stalker thing can be great sometimes. Can it? What? He's growing herbs for me so that I can make tea. With all this new security bullshit, I wouldn't dare use company resources personally like that. I've been you're enabling him. Oh, yeah. Well, anyway. I've been pretending to like Grant just a little bit. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's not Harry. Okay. I don't, but it keeps Harry on his toes. Yeah, you're kind of enabling, aren't you? Let's see. Harry opted to stay on Groom's Lake for another round. He was eligible to leave at the shift change, but he chose to stay. This is in September. And do I know this guy? This Harry? Gee, I wonder why he'd do that. He's a grown man, for goodness sake, but he's acting like a lovesick teen. He needs to stop fucking calling me Belle, though it's Isabella, like the Queen of Spain. Yeah, well, you know, when people are in love, they act all the same, don't they? Otherwise, it wouldn't be love. Or would it? What do I know? I keep hearing chatter about a fungal growth. This is in October, spreading all over the Groom Lake. Let's hope it doesn't get here to hydroponics. I'd be devastated if anything happened to my precious celery. November 1, spoke way too soon. I came into Hydro today to find everything coated in this strange fungus. Harry actually had a pretty good idea. What if we fought the fungus with genetically enhanced super mushrooms? November 14th, nope, crossbreeding mushrooms did not improve things. Hopefully the emergency rations will get here soon. Unless people want to eat the portobellos from hell, that is. This shit is about to get dangerous. On December 19th, which is dangerously close to as late as we have seen things, or reports, people have been beaten up. Some are even dead. We've seen a lockdown before, but it wasn't a mass panic like this. Will it be over soon or ever? Harry told me to stay in the sleeping block because it could be dangerous outside. You know, I have taken care of myself for 28 years without help from Harry. I think I can handle myself. December 24th. I'm not going to spend the final days of my life playing the helpless female, and I'm not going to cling to Harry, even if he is the last human being I'll ever see. He can't expect anything from me. Well, talk about... Damn. Whoa, boy. Talk about denial. Or, no, it's not denial. Rejection, that's the one. That's the word that I was looking for. We got another PDA over there, but this is... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's good. Is it? Oh, this is Shelby Isaacson. Or something. It goes on to... Ooh, December 25. I couldn't even be bothered to get out of bed today. Nobody came asking questions though, so that works. Awesome. Sometimes when I first wake up, I wait as long as possible to say my first word of the day. Then that word serves as a prediction of how shitty that day is going to be. Naturally, Isabella woke me up by asking if I'd rather fuck Grant or Harry. I thought she was supposed to be some kind of feminist who doesn't need a man. Hypocrite. To answer the question, I'd need... What? Oh, wait a minute. Shelby's a lady. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I understand what she means. To answer the question, I need to do a bit of research. Harry will suffice for that. I guess I'm obligated to write about the ship lockdown since it's all life-threatening or something. I don't know why we even carry these PDAs. Seriously, I'll never ever go back and read this shit. Well, I will, so shut up. The Groom Lake got 300% funding increase, and I have a feeling we're not doing some more shady bullshit with it. Oh, we're doing. Not, yeah, she has a feeling. Of course. Okay, integrity compromised. That's okay. Welcome aboard the Groom Lake, where as far as the universe is concerned, you don't exist. And as far as the board is concerned, you don't exist. Nothing actually exists. Humanity's gonna flip shit when they finally figure that out. So Grant's gay, apparently. Grant... Oh... Okay. I knew I had seen him checking Harry out. Lips are sealed. Yeah, that's the guy Isabella was kind of trying to pretend she liked. It's going to be a long, painful death if we don't get those rations soon. I might have to start murdering and eating my blockmates. I'll start with Grant because he's got the most meat on him. Harry is last because I'm no hurry to put my mouth on that again. Oh, okay. Hey, well, I guess we know who she'd rather fuck. Hey, someone making some booze. Humanity has truly reached the apex of engineering. Space moonshine. It brings a smile to my eye and a tear to my heart. Get me some. Actually, I said this before. Moonshine is bad for you, isn't it? It's distilled anything, right? That's what it is. So you can make it out of poo, can't you? I suppose. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea. Taste? 0 out of 10. Effectiveness? 10 out of 10. This stuff has to be at least 120 proof. I have no idea what that means, though. Had to do something I totally don't regret to get it, and it was worth it. Okay. I don't even want to know what she had to do. Liquor supplies, well, I guess I can figure it out. Liquor supplies running low, food supplies high. I'm disappointed. Here I was thinking I'd be enjoying moonshine marinated leg of Grant this evening. Disappointing, at least I don't starve. On December 19th, on the other hand, something exciting happened. On the one hand, so she said on the one hand before, and then on the other hand, we're probably going to die or something. I have no regrets, not even that thing I did to get the moonshine. She said she didn't. December 25. I've been thinking about it over the last couple of days, and I sincerely can't think of anything I regret. Not hooking up with Harry, not pursuing music instead of physics, nothing. It was all part of what made my life mine. Like, well, yeah, sure. I can understand that. Life carries on, no matter what, so I guess it's best to just be satisfied with what little I did to accomplish. The universe swallows you atom by atom eventually. You know, I'm proud of how far these atoms made it from when they first got together to form Shelby Isaacson to where they are now, which was probably about a year ago, because we shed all of our atoms like every year. We're not the same matter. There's actually a few videos on YouTube about that. It's interesting, because you shed everything. Every single one of your atoms disappears every year at least. Some of them like every second they're switched out. But yeah, it's just how it is. I don't know which ones are which. I suppose, like, I don't know, breathing probably sheds a bunch of atoms and just changes. Like, I know brain cells can last up to 3 months, I think. And I think muscle tissue is the one that lasts the most. Or maybe that's tendons or something. The root-like growths have become affixed to the wall here in a clustered braid. I wonder if the game is going to take sort of a I love that sort of themes, to be honest. Sort of an existentialist take on this whole affair, because my question at the beginning, when we first saw this, if this is a single entity, like for example, the biggest living creature or living thing that we know is basically a set of trees. They look like trees, but they're all the same one. They're all connected, and they weigh like, I don't know, 6,000 tons or something. It's like something amazing, and I don't know where it is, but I do know that they're like they're probably not 6,000 tons. Is probably too much. Like, I think it's probably like 6 or 7 times the size of a sperm whale, which I think is the biggest animal ever, and they exist to this day, which is fantastic. Oh man, it's really fantastic. Sweat and mildew wafts off the unwashed linen. Just impressive to think of how big such an animal could exist. It's the existentialist and the humanist questions. Oh, I thought I was going somewhere. It's really interesting. Oh, no, there's something over here. But that's for us to go there. Wait. I heard somebody breathe. No, it was him running. Okay. It's birds.
This is a long way down.
Well, you're gonna fall? Oh, I thought this was some sort of tarp. Okay, so he doesn't want to fall. Okay, we're gonna need like a rope. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's get out. Let's get on with this. And there's blood all over. I suppose whoever's around needs to eat.
Mother had a lung that was covered in fat.
Shut up.
Father had a tongue that was also black.
Is anyone there?
No, shut up.
They didn't care for us. We didn't care for them. And so it happened again and again. Skin like a crocodile and eyes like sin. The RG consumed them from within.
That was a recording. But why did it go through? Is it some sort of radio relay or something? Oh my god, that was the last... I didn't get most of them, but... Okay. You can tell from the uneven placement of the sleeping cause that some force has scattered them from their original position. We could be getting closer to the explosion point, and that could have been that, because there was an explosion We got papers. Countless abandoned photographs of families and loved ones are strewn across the floor. You can tell from... Yeah, I know that. The scattered cots would offer a restful solitude if it weren't for the human innards that lie between them. Between them? You mean on them? That'd be... Like, between them is fine. On them is worse. Another gruesome victim of the indiscriminate slaughter. This one has a strangely wistful look on his face, as if it were imagining an escape into the cheery landscape on the walls. Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting contrast right there. This corpse has been savaged. Its leg is nothing more than tendon scraped bone. Strapped bone, not scraped. Strapped bone. The scattered cots would offer a restful solace, and we got papers over there. Okay, so apparently we only have these things. We got a dead body over there, and we got another one over there. Let's try this one.
I'll never get used to this.
Oh, man. Oh, a PDA. So this goes on to... Oh, you know who this is? Harry. We're gonna get his side of things. Belle says she's fine, but I'm going to keep an eye on her. I had a nightmare that Belle killed herself, so I checked on her just to be sure. I hope I didn't wake her. Grant wouldn't have checked on her. That dick doesn't know how to care for a lady, not a lady like Belle. I sure hope nobody catches me growing these herbs. Space is so empty and cold, and Belle seems like she needs the comfort. I don't care if I get caught, and if I did get caught, Belle would know that I'd truly do anything for her. Belle seems super frustrated today. I stopped asking her what was wrong because she got really mad at me the other day when I did that. Well, good man. I feel like I'm making her angrier every time I speak to her. She's upset and I can't do anything about it. She spoke to me today. I'm so glad everything is okay. I lost so much sleep over her last night. If she only knew, she'd feel so special. Yeah, that's love talking. Grant keeps bringing his goddamn cat into the sleeping block. I'm allergic and he knows it. I shouldn't need a shot of epinephrine every time I go to bed. He thinks he's a badass because he managed to sneak a cat on board. Belle probably thinks he's so cool. Why can't she see that he's a total dick? I decided to stay on the Groom Lakes so that I can be with Belle. I don't like it here, but I love her. And that was, yeah, when we read that before. Some guy in engineering says that there's a fungus on the ship. I wonder if it's poisonous. If it is, I bet I could hijack a lifeboat to fly Belle home. November 1, the fungi is all over hydroponics. I have an idea though. What if we engineer another invasive fungus to take out the alien one? I honestly don't think it will work. I suggested it as a joke at first, but Belle thought it was a great idea, so now we have to do it. Grant's been following Belle and I everywhere. I know she thinks he can keep her safe, but I know he can't, so he's full of himself. I think Grant's cat died during the tremors and the chaos. Good fucking riddance. The guy's been sobbing for almost a day now. Maybe now Belle will understand that he's not fit to protect her. And on December 26th, I think I'd die for Belle. It's pretty much been established that something's running around and killing people. I'm going to fight it when I see it. It'll only get to Belle over my dead body. She'll die knowing that I gave my life just to tack a couple of seconds onto hers. She does, yeah. It's kind of interesting that she doesn't even think about him all that much. Although he is, well, is an annoyance. Another gruesome, yeah, let's get that one.
Poor bastard. Looks like
That's
he didn't even
Grant.
manage to get out of his bunk.
But there's, Isabella's not here, so I think he might have saved her in some way. Huh. Although there's no exit over there, so okay, let's read about him. Let's read his side of things. April 24th. You know what's worse than being a janitor? Being a space janitor. Are you kidding? Being a space... Oh, man. Being a space janitor is the best. Just watch Planets. It's an animated series about being a space junk man. And it's awesome. It's just awesome. And it's also because it's real. It's like... What's the word for science fiction that's supposed to be as close to reality as possible? It's like everything is thought. It's like there's no lightsabers or force or anything. It's just awesome. Anyway, this one is kind of it. A little bit. So, I guess it's all a little bit. So, you know what's worse than being a janitor? Being a space janitor. The shit I literally have to put up with is unbelievable. I mean, my job is to control the recycling of methane expulsion from human waste. Shitty is an understatement. Plus, I can barely understand my co-worker. I think he's Polish, but or Polish, I think that's how it's pronounced. But he only speaks Spanish. Isabella's been talking to me. I hope she doesn't have any ideas. I'm really not into that. Even if she was a guy, she's just so difficult to deal with. I think she purposely leaves some shadow of a doubt that she might have some feelings for Harry, just so that he'll hang around. The poor guy's obsessed. It's creepy, but it's also the teeniest bit sweet. I think Jupiter is finally done growing. She was such a cute little kitten. Oh, the Jupiter is the kid. The kit. Oh, we're gonna find a kit. The cat. Why did I say kit? We're gonna find the cat. It's gonna be transformed into some terrible thing, unless we find him dead, or her. Because she... now she's big and doesn't cuddle anymore. Harry's allergic. He thinks that I keep Jupiter around just to mess with him. Really, I don't. She gets in the way sometimes. But she's the only living thing that really understands me. I love that little kitten. Big kitten now. Isabella smacked Harry straight across the face today. Really? July 2nd. That's when they got mad, wasn't it? I think he called her a pet name to her face. I would have been flattered. Poor guy. Everything is so uneventful around here. Maybe that's a good thing? I've been trying to talk to Isabella to see if she's interested in Harry. I don't think so, but I want to make sure. It would help me sleep a little bit better. October 8th. Interdepartmental pool to win 64 days of leave? What a joke. Kitchen, security, and maintenance aren't even eligible when they're the ones that keep the ship running. Oh wait, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, it does. This fungus shit is everywhere. It's already in the methane collection plant. Shelby's such a cow. She says she hopes it gives me cancer, but that way I could start over with the new organs courtesy of Kane Corporation, of course. I told her that there was only one organ I really wanted. But that Harry was too busy following Isabella. Yeah. Shelby said, oh, it all makes sense now. You go, girl. But I'm not a girl. Could have been worse. I just hope she can keep a secret. I don't want everyone involved in my business. She does sound like a cow, though. Like, from her perspective, I don't know. I can't really judge, but if I am to believe, I think his perspective is a little bit more nuanced, because he's the more not nuanced, I guess, but more straightforward, because he's the only one that's not actually either in love or annoyed. So it's like he's doing his thing, and besides, he's dealing with shit all day long, so it makes sense. This mushroom plan that did I read the previous one? This mushroom plan that's on this fungus shit everywhere. Oh, it all makes sense now. You go, girl. I don't want everyone involved in my business. Yeah, okay. Then this mushroom plan that hydroponics came up with is not working. If anything, it's made life in the plant just a little more grueling. People have been complaining to me about weird smells coming from the vents. I swear it's not the plant. I can smell it too. Emergency rations. I snuck some food to Jupiter first. She was acting a little loppy. I noticed just the day that Harry has the most adorable way of stuffing his face. Oh, okay. Although he kind of liked Harry from the beginning as well, not just now. So I guess he might have... the way he talked about her might have been painted because of that. He always inspects whatever he's about to eat before he takes a bite, then shoves as much in his mouth as he can. Ah, the simple things, indeed. Power's out in places around the ship. Hopefully the plant isn't next. That sure wouldn't end well. And that was December 18th and now 19th. I haven't seen Jupiter since the tremors. I can only make assumptions. Oh god, I hope she's safe. I don't want Harry... Yeah, I think that's when she died. I don't want Harry to get hurt in all of this either. He's such a little guy. I've been following Isabella around to get closer to Harry and make sure he's okay. I don't know what's going on, but suddenly it doesn't matter whether or not he could even care about me. Okay, so he kind of fancied him, I suppose. Those guys who went to work on Station B haven't come back yet. I've been trying to sleep as much as I can now, so I can stay on my toes when everything goes to hell. I've cried a little as well, partly because of Jupiter and partly for reasons I don't understand. Well, yeah, it's all going to shit, so I suppose, yeah, on December 24th. That's 2 days before Harry wrote that. I don't want to burden Harry by telling him about how I feel. I know it will just confuse and upset him. I'm really hopeful that we'll all make it out of here, but Shelby's pessimism is contagious. I don't know, will I ever have another chance to open my heart to someone? I'll have to hope so. I just can't tell Harry. Yeah, it kind of wouldn't get anywhere. Well, maybe it would. Who knows? Who knows? But certainly not 2 days from you dying. I think the 26th of December is as much as we got. There's no exit from here. So this was just story. There's a personal locker over there. Old blood is flaking off this locker, exposing the remarkably shiny surface below. Can I do anything here? Not really. Can I use my things here?
Probably not a good idea.
Well, desecrating corpses. Oh,
I think that would just break it.
Yeah, that was my point. Anyway, that's gonna be that for this episode. We really don't have anywhere else to go in here, so that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. This game is all about, of course, not just exploration and getting scared the hell out of your pants. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be a way. There's gotta be this thing. It's this thing. It's this thing. These things, they gotta work. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know it's the end of the episode, but just wait a minute. Let me try this.
I think that would break.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look around. Try to figure out what I can do and what I can't. There's a dead tree over there, because it died. No system staff or anything. And that's gonna be that. I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Stasis. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, and you want to see more episodes come out sooner, be sure to leave a like down below. Leave a comment as well while you're at it. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.